everyone, so today I decided to do a tutorial of this pageboy style that I do. I did do a quick video of it on Instagram not long back, but I didn't really go into as much detail as I'd like, so I have to cram it into like 1 minute. So I hope this video is a little more detailed for you. I find this really works for me and the technique that I use, so I hope you find some useful tips and thank you for watching. So I start off by separating my fringe section. As you can see, it's just a small section at the front and pinning that back, and then I grab small 1-inch sections and I curl them towards my face. So I hold the curling iron vertically and not horizontally, because I feel that that gives a nice pin curl and also it helps the shape of the pageboy. And then I slide the curl off the curling iron and pin curl it to my head. As you can see, I just use a pin curl clip that you can buy off eBay or Amazon for a couple of quid. And then I repeat this until I get to the middle of the back of my head. So when I get to the back of my head, that's what it looks like, and that's the other half that I will now begin. And I'm using the same technique, holding the curling iron vertically, curling towards my face, and I'll do that until I meet the other curls at the back of my head, and then there's a whole line of pin curls going round my head. Once you've done that, it should look a little something like this. As you can see, it's just one pin curl going all the way around. Obviously it changes direction in the middle of the head, so always towards the face, so I swap it just right in the middle. And then you can move on to your fringe section. With my fringe section, I always tend to do a few large pin curls rolling away from where you want your part. So I just work my way through all the hair in that section, pinning it as I go. Once the curls have cooled off for about 20 minutes and I've grabbed a sandwich or a gin or something, I then come back and take all of the pin curls out. I then take a wide tooth comb and I just gently pull it through the curls. I don't want to completely get rid, it's just to really separate them and to make them drop a little, make it a bit easier to style. And then I back comb underneath, and it turns out that I look like Sideshow Bob when I do this. And that is when the smoothing starts to begin to get that shape. So I give that a quick spray of hairspray and then the smoothing begins. So I take a smoothing brush, it's sort of like a teasing brush, as you can probably see. It's a Denman brush, I think. And I just start going over bottoms of my hair that I have backcombed. For some reason I didn't film myself backcombing underneath, but basically you grab the ends of the hair and literally just push your hairbrush underneath on your ends. Don't do it further up than your ends, because this is basically forming the wave of the pageboy, and obviously it's at the nape of your neck, you know, it doesn't go further up than that. So only back comb at that bit. I have no idea why I didn't record that, because I definitely did it, clearly. You can see me doing it there, actually, a little that sort of back combing. And basically you want to just form that shape, so back comb underneath and then brush it together, mould it together, use your hands, spray if you need to. It does take a while, but it's all about the patience. It's really important that you keep on spraying with this style. I spray intermittently after I get a wave that I like. I spray underneath where all that back combing is. You know, as soon as you've moulded something that you like, spray it, lock it in, because it really helps with this style to have all the hold that you can. Here you can just see I'm moulding the back of my head. It's really hard because I didn't actually have a mirror behind me to see because of the setup of the video. Usually I do, you know, I get an angle where you can see the back of my head, otherwise you're just gonna get a mess. And I just keep moulding with your hands. Your hands are your best friend here because they smooth, you know. Sometimes use a little bit of pomade on my hands. Suavecita does the job. So now I'm taking out the pincurls in my fringe area, and I will back comb each strip slightly to get that volume. Once I've back combed and started to mould my fringe into a barrel roll, I give it a quick spray and then go over it with my smoothing brush. I then just shape and mould with my hands and my brush to get the curl I desire. When I have something that's acceptable, I pin it into place with a few bobby pins and fix it with some hairspray. Sorry for the extreme close-up, I'm actually using my iPad as my mirror during filming. And that's all there is to it, guys. I hope that you found my video helpful. Different strokes for different folks, but I really hope that you can take some tips from this video, and I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.